Hi, this is Simon from the Cure Parkinson's Trust. Recently we were invited to speak at a session at the British Neuroscience Association Festival of Neuroscience, which was held in Dublin, Ireland. I say we because I was joined by my colleague, Dr. John Stamford. John has a rather unique perspective of Parkinson's. After leading a research lab investigating the biology of the condition for more than a decade, which included producing over 200 research publications, he was diagnosed with young-onset Parkinson's in 2006. Since his diagnosis, John has become very active in Parkinson's advocacy. He joined the Cure Parkinson's Trust and was one of the co-founders of Parkinson's Movement in 2010, and he's also been a World Parkinson's Congress ambassador. In Dublin, we were asked to talk about supporting patient involvement in neuroscience research, providing examples of how our organisation has done this. In encouraging patient involvement, we discussed the importance of education and getting patients interested in wider research areas. As an example of this, John talked about the research club that he set up to give folks in the community a taste of what is involved with research. And the output of this initiative was real data that could be useful for the community as a whole. We also explored the unique perspective that patients and their friends and family bring with regards to conception of new ideas for research and elaboration of already acknowledged aspects of the condition. And the example that we used here were the scene evenings that have been discussed in previous videos. We also discussed the importance of helping to not only recruit patients to participate in research, but also to help with the evaluation of it in the form of data analysis and trial logistics. And of course we talked about dissemination of research, raising the community awareness of all the research that's been conducted. So we're back from Ireland now, and it's been a couple of weeks since the meeting, but I wanted to share with you a particular moment that occurred there. It was when a lady stood up to make a presentation, and she was coming from, she was representing an organisation that deals with a different neurodegenerative condition. And she had come from a non-scientific, non-charity, non-research background and been faced with the prospect of her family being affected by this condition. Her husband's been diagnosed with the condition and her children are potentially going to go on to develop it. That would be a very scary situation for any of us to face, but what was really inspiring was the way that she had gone about dealing with her situation. She had begun going to scientific conferences. Having never been to one before, that's an awfully daunting task, and she was terrified and didn't know what to do when she turned up at the first couple of conferences. But now she's been to so many conferences that she finds herself sitting in the front row and asking all the pertinent questions. And it's that kind of advocacy that I got a lot of respect for. It was a really interesting meeting, and we are very grateful to the British Neuroscience Association for inviting us to be part of the event. My director.